Oh, dude. What were we talking about? Brave? We were talking about Brave.
Any other movie you're looking forward to?
I'm still confused why it was called Brave, because I didn't feel like there's anything remarkably brave about it.
Well, there's plenty of brave things about it.
Yeah.
Like she had to,
There are bears.
There were bears!
Actually, I have to admit that
You know what I did want to see more of?
What?
The side story that they developed for the big bad bear.
Yeah,
I was really disappointed there
too.
wasn't more. Like, I'd almost like to see
Yeah.
that as a movie.
That was actually, that was cool. I liked that.
No, there's lots
Yeah.
of actually, but I do like. I mean, I do like when Miyazaki does this. He sets up this epic world, and then you only catch a glimpse of it, and you're just so sad. You want to know more. Like
that's
Castle
how I
in the
felt
Sky
watching Arrietty.
or Arrietty.
Because I wanted to continue with those characters and see where they would
Or
go.
just even Spirited Away, we're just like, what about the radish spirit? What the heck is his story?
Yeah, I know. It's almost like you could tell
Why
everybody.
did she have a gigantic baby? How? And the witch in Spirited Away and the giant baby.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Why?
I was more confused about the 3 bouncing heads.
That
I
too.
still don't get those.
It's just so crazy.
It's just
That's why
like-
I love that movie. It's
I do
so
love it
awesome.
because it's like he just doesn't even bother to explain, nor does he apologize for not explaining.
he just goes crazy, and then there you go.
She's like, yes, the 3 heads are turning into a copy baby. What of it?
Awesome. So you have a rant.
Oh, do we want to do... No,
I want to see the rant.
No, my rant... I don't know if I want to do this on video, though.
Why?
My rant was just about people...
You were saying this was going to get vicious about Brave, and it didn't get anywhere close to being vicious.
It's because I don't want to go there.
With Brave?
I just wanted to make my points. People don't agree with me. That's fine. We'll move on.
Okay.
I agree with you on some of the points.
Yeah, but you said it was going to get angry and vicious, and that's what I hope to catch on video, and there was no viciousness.
But I don't like getting angry and
or
vicious.
angry. What, you were going to get angry and vicious?
No, I was so frustrated by this movie because I guess I have an expectation of the level of quality that Pixar has done, and with Toy Story 3, I felt like they failed in that it failed to meet that expectation, but only just. Because there were some redeeming elements of it. It was still Toy Story and still the characters I liked. And the first 2 acts were great.
No, they weren't.
It was the 3rd act where I felt it went away. People don't agree with me. We'll leave that alone.
No,
and Cars 2, we all knew going into it that it was just sort of a cash-in. It was just...
Yeah.
It was sad to see Pixar do that, but you know what?
No, but for Toy Story 3, I'm not saying I disagreed with you. I mean, I think almost probably because it did go that dark.
And I don't mind it going dark. It's just that it felt uncharacteristic of
the
series that they developed.
We did talk about it, you know. So.
And then Brave, I felt like I wasn't too in. I didn't have too much interest in it to begin with, but I don't know. I just feel like Pixar's lost their touch. And I don't know what it is. I do feel like it still has a lot of heart. And I was moved by the mother-daughter story in the 2nd act. I just feel like they didn't push it the way Pixar normally does. And I feel like it was to the movie's detriment that they didn't go far enough. And I don't...
So we did kind of predict it. That Pixar's on a downward slope.
Oh, yeah, but I've said that since Toy Story 3.
Oh.
And when I knew Cars 2 was coming out, I was worried that after WALL-E was the last of their... Pixar started as, just these bunch of, computer geeks, and when they sat down originally, they came up, after Toy Story hit, they came up with, a whole bunch of movie ideas. And they just pitched all these great ideas, and over time they developed all these ideas. WALL-E was the last of the movies. And I feel like, because they had all that time to sit there and work and rework movies like Up, which had one of the most beautiful romantic love stories I've ever seen on cinema.
Yeah.
Ever.
Even better than Twilight.
That's a low bar to set down.
I mean, let's not go crazy.
Yeah. WALL-E is honestly one of my all-time favorite movies. And it's done in such a cute, adorable way that you don't even need dialogue to tell the story.
No, they did that
There's
well.
no voice, they call each other's name and there's some back and forth, but it's not really... There's no conversations, it's just done through visuals and sound. And I thought that was so beautifully done. It's one of the most inventive, creative movies they've ever done. Incredibles, broke a barrier with superhero movies and took kids' movies into a very mature territory. Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, both beautiful movies. First two Toy Stories, fantastic movies. Ratatouille, I'm not as big a fan of, but it still had that Pixar charm. And I just feel like Brave it felt more like DreamWorks trying to be Pixar than it felt like Pixar being Pixar.
I probably would agree with you.
Yeah.
Actually, I did like Brave. I liked it a lot. But it didn't seem to have the magic that, let's say, for example, Finding Nemo had.
Yeah.
There is some type of
Which is almost, it's a very similar story of the reconciliation
Yeah.
of parent and child. And trying to get them to understand each other's position, but it felt like in Finding Nemo they did it so much better and so much more effectively.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's because there's too many cooks in the kitchen, if there's too many people. Unfortunately, I'm paraphrasing Dorfman Scott here, which I don't want to plagiarize him, but that term stuck in my head when I read his review, and it's very appropriate for what's going on here. Is it just feels like there's. I don't know. I don't know if they just didn't push it far enough in writing, or if there's just too many people working too hard.
Well, I think the thing when you take a look at
gelling.
if you were to take a look at something like Finding Nemo, it's filled with interesting characters. Okay, it's filled with a lot of interesting characters.
Yeah.
When you take a look at something like Brave, it's filled with the daughter and the mother, and a whole bunch of really goofy Scotsmen.
Yeah.
That aren't
a
really.
bit more of a caricature.
They're all caricatures of
Even the three boys.
Yeah.
Who just pop up to be comic relief.
The three
They
boys,
don't have any personality besides being mischievous.
Yeah.
That's actually one thing I didn't
And it
like
felt,
so much.
that felt to me like
triplets.
something out of Shrek.
Yeah.
Or something out of, I don't know, any DreamWorks.
So I would agree with you that they lacked the other characters that make sometimes a story really interesting.
Which is really sad when you look at more recent DreamWorks films like How to Train Your Dragon, which to me felt much more like a Pixar movie where every character in that had a distinct personality, had a distinct voice, had
or even Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
which was. That one wasn't so much Pixar. It was just that was just one. I'm hungry too, actually.
We haven't had lunch. We just ate breakfast.
We should eat lunch after this. Lunch.
Isn't Adam coming over after?
What time?
We should do a podcast about
lunch.
I was gonna say Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but lunch, yes.
Okay, we can do one. I gotta watch Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh,
I
that's
should've
funny.
brought
I wasn't
that.
expecting to like it.
Oh, it's so funny.
No, I want to see it. I'm not saying I didn't
It's
want
hilarious.
to see it.
Oh,
It's
no.
so funny.
It was fun, a lot of fun. Like I thought it was gonna be one of those. Oh, it's gonna be
Dorky
one of
kids
the
movie.
You have a big TV. We can watch it on your TV tomorrow.
And Jen has the movie, so I can just borrow it from her.
Cool.
Does she have it in Blu-ray or DVD?
A DVD, I think.
You don't have Blu-ray though.
I don't
Because
have
Blu-ray's
Blu-ray.
gorgeous. I hear the 3D
I don't want to hear
awesome in
any
that,
more
so-
about
really?
how much Blu-ray I don't have.
Well, do you see my TV? It's not even bigger than my head.
It's
So
adorable.
No,
it's
it's
like,
bigger than your head.
Yeah, I know, but it's CRT still, man. So
I used to have
Which the kids at home don't know what that means.
sorry.
You know what's sad?
Many things like
Kid-
getting a razor in your foot. That's sad.
No, but kids
No, that
today,
is sad.
kids who are
Yeah.
becoming adults today have lived in an era where
Oh, I know.
there
always
are
had
no
a
cords on their
computer.
phones.
No.
They there's
don't?
no such. They have no idea what this means.
I don't know what
I don't
that
know what
means.
that
Oh,
When you're
that's a
sitting in the car.
window. Yeah.
Yeah, when you go like that to somebody else.
That was a bit scary when it could have been. I don't know. I don't know. They also don't
killing my
understand
kid
what
here.
spanking means.
Now we know.
They don't know what tape cassettes are.
No.
They don't know what it's like not to have instant access to cartoons. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
instant access to cartoons, and they have
Even
instant.
stuff like dialing a phone.
Yeah.
Do they understand why? No. Yeah, because it used to be a dial.
Yeah,
They haven't seen that
They
in
haven't
their
seen that.
lifetime.
Or a watch. Oh no, actually my girls know what a watch is. But what they also don't know is not having instant access to people.
Yeah.
Or
I have instant access
Or
to
media.
man pants. It's awesome.
You kids have no idea how annoying it was to have to wait week after week to watch your goddamn show.
Yes, they don't know that. Except for maybe
you still
Cora.
do like
No, because you get instant access to it.
Yeah.
You can sit there and you can watch all of Avatar.
But for stuff that's still airing, for instance, like you have to wait a week between times that like new shows air.
Yeah, but what my kids are doing, we just watch it all at once.
Yeah.
Well, you wait for it all to come out and then you watch it all.
But like even when I was growing up, I didn't have access to TV shows that weren't on TV anymore.
All right, like if you missed an episode of your show,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
You got to either wait for it to go on reruns or.
And you never, even on reruns, you never knew when it was going to come on.
You never knew it was
going to
come on.
They don't know what the Cosby Show is.
That's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a great show.
It was an awesome show. Do you remember the Cosby? Or are you too young?
No. I watched like a few episodes.
Your
of it.
knees sweaty? Look at you. Are you nervous about something?
Just do this.
Did you stop picking on her already?
Poor man.
I'm just gonna go cry now. I'm just gonna be on the floor. Just rocking back and
We can encourage you if you like Man Pants about your Fringe show. We could talk about that for the news.
Oh,
You forgot about your
We
Fringe?
talked about it last time.
No, when? When did we?
Last
did.
podcast.
Oh, okay, we did.
Yeah.
It's coming up like in 4 days.
A few days, yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah. It's at the we're about to open a show, oh god, what am I going to do phase right now? But oh my god, thank you!
I am here for you.
Errol, you should be a life coach.
I am here for you. You just
I'm in
gotta
financial
act.
ruin. Save your money.
I don't know how people are gonna it's my writing, so I'm a little nervous about that, like people seeing that for the first time and but it's good because I like my cast and I like rehearsals are fun, so
I'm sad
don't
about
ask
the,
me about it now. I'll be better after opening.
You'll
night.
be fine, Man Pants. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm sad about the disproportionate size between Appa and Aang there.
Yeah, I know, eh?
Poor Appa.
He's tiny.
You guys
He's a
probably
mini
don't know what
Appa.
you're talking about, but we got it free on Zellers. So
Wait, so
not
no,
free, sorry,
I
cheap.
shouldn't call him Aang. He's Ong.
Ong, that's Ong.
No.
That's wrong.
My girls only know this as the
the
cartoons. So they don't, even though Apple looks kind of freaky looking.
I will say that Appa looked awesome in the movie.
Oh, he did?
Unfortunately,
Okay.
there was not enough of him. Because like he had no personality. He was just sort of a thing they rode.
It was like, hey, look, there's a bison.
And
That was
then
good.
like Momo was an afterthought. He just sort of showed up and then
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only useful thing he did was find the water scroll.
This is why everybody hates him in Shamalabadons.
You know what? Everyone might rag on him, but I thought Unbreakable was awesome.
No, I'm not, well,
Unbreakable
we're
was
not talking
like-
about any of those movies beforehand. We're talking about his movies now.
No, but yeah,
I
but
read
everyone
Six-
has terrible. Like
Sixth
No,
Sense and
but he had
Unbreakable.
many of
Sixth
them.
Sense, I felt was a little overrated. Like it might have been. I might not look upon
No,
as fondly
Unbreakable,
because
I love.
Unbreakable
No,
was
I like
pitch
Unbreakable.
perfect.
Yeah, no, I like Unbreakable. But no, let's take the ones that he has now.
Like
Oh
the
no,
Happening.
I agree they're terrible, but I feel like
Even
people forget
Signs.
about, you know,
The first two.
the first two. There's some redeeming qualities to Signs.
Actually, I never saw Signs, but some people didn't mind it. But
I
no,
think
but
I
I'm
didn't
talking
like
about
them
his last ones.
I don't disagree
The
with you. I'm
Happening.
just saying that people forget about
Lady
the
in
good
the
stuff that he's
Water.
done. I didn't mind Lady in the Water that much. It wasn't great, but it certainly wasn't Unbreakable.
No.
It was weird. I didn't mind the village.
I think maybe he just needs more of Bruce Willis in his films.
Yeah,
I
maybe
could
that
do
was
with
it.
less
That
Bruce
was.
Willis in films.
Really, you don't like Bruce
I
Willis
don't like Bruce
anymore?
Willis.
You don't want to watch G.I. Joe? No?
No.
Actually, I haven't seen the first one.
You know what? I wasn't a fan of G.I. Joe when I was a kid,
No.
so I'm not really a fan of it as an adult.
And the only reason I
thought
like
that- I
G.I.
did
Joe...
think this trailer looked kind of cool, and the fact that they're including G.I. Joe himself
yeah,
into
that's
it
what
was
I
kind of a
mean.
cool idea.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go shell out, $13 to see a movie based on the premise that.
Wait, we were
G.I.
supposed
Joe
to
might
do
be
a
in it.
rant of Spider-Man. Weren't you supposed to do your
How
rant?
did you know it was a Spider-Man rant?
Because you told me.
I don't remember telling you it was about Spider-Man.
Yes, you did.
Get out of my head, Errol.
You
He
said
did say Spider-Man.
Spider-Man rant.
I can verify.
No, I'll say that for an audio
Hold on.
podcast.
Is it free?
No, just open.
Oh, just open. That's creepy. I'm gonna
We
leave
have
it on
ghosts
phone.
coming in the house.